Peace.
Oh my gosh, you guys. Guess what? Today is Friday. Here we are on Side Dish. I don't know if you've heard. Maybe you've heard. And just in case you haven't heard, we are more than an appetizer when it comes to pop culture and fun. We're the whole meal. I got my two main dishes right here. I got Headkrack and Claudia Jordan. How we doing tonight, guys?
Doing great.
Tanner, you're so good. Like when you say the intro line, both of you actually, y'all really sell it. And I know I'm the newest member to this crew, but y'all sell it so good. Like I'd be like, what you gonna say next? Like y'all be believing y'all. Y'all are really good at that. I just want to just point that out. Soulmates, I'm gonna work on it. I'm gonna work on being my believer when I say it.
Listen, you got it already. Don't even worry about it. Like you're doing the thing. You're in good hands, and man, it's the team. We form Voltron around here.
It's easy, Claudia. I tell you what, it is so easy for me, and I mean this. I mean this truly, genuinely from the bottom of my heart. I look forward to this moment. This is one of my favorite moments of the day when I get to like sit down here and like stare into this camera inside of my kitchen with space behind me and hang out with you guys. Honestly, I look forward to it every day. So that's what makes it easy for me.
It's like the Zoom meeting about nothing.
Right? Yeah.
and unlike a lot of Zoom meetings, we're not like arguing or mad that we're there, or feel like we are having our time wasted. So this is a fun Zoom meeting, and people get to eavesdrop. Yeah,
and with a bunch of people talking smack in the comments. Like
that's true.
That's also the extra caveat. We see y'all.
That part we see y'all.
Cool. Well, one thing we definitely saw was the quote and her new ring. We talk about Clarissa Shields. Now, her and Papoose have been going strong for a minute, and people are always asking her when they're going to get married or have kids. Well, she gave an answer. Let's see if you like it, though.
Yeah, every time I'm supposed to be your wife and stuff. You see this big old ring on my finger? Bling, ding, ding, ding.
No. Engaged.
I'm getting tired of people asking me, when your wedding? When your wedding? When you gonna have kids? I'm like,
shut up. They look great together, though. I will give them that, yo. And she seems happy. He seems safe and protected, and happy. You know what I mean? So, like, this is what you want, right? Anyway, so of course, folks were in the comments, Klein and Carissa, saying that it looks like a championship ring and your man is still married, but do you think it's real? I mean, listen, real is in the eye of the beholder, man. Like, nobody got to buy a ring to the standards of the public. Like, maybe she likes rings that look like that. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not a superficial person, and I always be hearing people be like, "Oh, that ring didn't cost enough." Like, and when they talk about other people, it's just like, it doesn't matter. It's they're in the relationship, not you.
Ring or not, every single time I go to something in Black Hollywood, I see them there together. They pull up together. They're very lovey-dovey. They're all over each other. They look very much in love. I saw her at them at the Ebony Power 100. There were rumors after that she may be pregnant. I don't know if that's true or not. I know we're not supposed to speak on that, but there was rumors about it. I think it's probably getting on her nerves, and that's why she took to social media to address this. Yeah, they like it. I love it, and she's a boxer, so that's all I got to say about that.
I am always confused. It just seems to me that no matter what Clarissa does, people seem to come for her. Like they came for her at the beginning of the relationship, and then they're all up in the relationship. They're out and about, like what Claudia said. It's not like they're hiding. It's not like this is just something on the internet only. No, they're going to all these events, and then people are up in her business about when are y'all going to get married. She says, "Here's the ring," and now the ring doesn't make people happy. Like this woman is just living her life.
Yeah, you gotta like protect your relationship by not letting the world in it. You know what I mean? Like sometimes you gotta shut your blinds and just do y'all and don't worry about everybody else. And there's even people in the comments talk about, well, he's still married to Remy. Well, guess what? When they were married, she cheated on him. He has the right to move about the country and be happy. So what? The divorce ain't moving at the speed. Trust me, I know. Because like before the news broke, I knew months before. Like the producers in my ear, like, I knew about what was going on before the news broke. I just had to shut up and not say anything about it because it wasn't my place. But at the end of the day, listen, he knew what was going on. He addressed it by punching the man in the face, and that's not an allegedly either. And at the end of the day, like, you can move on with your relationship when your relationship moved on without you. And you don't. Go ahead.
Sorry. Why do you think people give her such a hard time? Something about
Because
her
she's a woman.
personality, like is it because like is it? It can't all be Remy fans, right? Is it just like they give her a hard time? Does she bring something on herself, or is it just like it's just because they don't like seeing people move on? That people still want used to seeing him with Remy? What do you think it is?
It's so interesting. You know, it's weird. It could be the Remy Ma of it all, like for sure. But
Mhm.
then like when I think about other female black athletes that are hands down the tops of their fields, and I think about the adoration that they get versus what Clarissa Shields get, she is the GOAT. It is not like a catchy nickname. I mean, yeah, it's a catchy nickname, but it's not like something she threw upon herself. She got those belts and she
Mhm.
beats the brakes off of her opponents. And so it's weird to me that she doesn't get these, that she doesn't occupy that space right now.
Because I think largely too, she lets her hands do the talking, and she's not necessarily one of those people who's going to always jump up in the comments and respond and like do like just a pop up IG live just to address certain things. She does it in her way. Like she's not sharp and snippy with the tongue like a Cardi B is, who can
Mhm.
curse you out in multiple languages. She like she lets her work do the talking for her, and I let her focus on like the relationship that she's in and
Yeah.
whoever she's gonna fight next. Let
But
her
I hate
focus
it
on
when
those
she had the
things.
thing. I hate she had the thing with Layla Ali, but I think people are saying because they say they perceive her as less polished, so they're people will.
Well, and the Layla Ali thing, just to make that real quick, the thing about that is so tricky. Is like Layla Ali is probably the most famous female boxer in the world, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I think that's a safe
Mhm.
a thing to say. And what you do when you're in the fight game is you run up those personal conflicts, and that's how those fight matches get pay-per-views through the roof, and that's how you get paid through the roof. And so it's just like, I mean, that's the fight game one-on-one. That's how UFC operates. There isn't anyone else that Clarissa hasn't beaten,
That's
you know.
right. All right, moving on. Seems like Ray J don't want to be outside anymore. So while streaming, he said this about his new girl Shyla from his show Love Cabin and his ex Princess Love. Check this out.
Sheila, I love you. You're one of my closest friends. But I still want to be with my baby mama and my kids. I want to go home and just live life and just not think about anything else. I'm just so tired of being out in this world. It's just a dirty world, and I'm tired of it. I love you, Sheila, and I want to be with you too. That's what's dope. And so I got to figure out 2 houses and all that. But I have 3 houses, so I'm fine. You're fine. Sheila's fine in one of the houses, but I only want to really be with Princess, though. That's just keeping it real.
Okay. Now in another stream, Sheila was seen crying about all of this. So what do y'all think about Ray J's confession? And do you think Princess will take him back? Mind you, Princess is in a new relationship with someone else. She seems to be very happy from what I've seen and what I've heard through our mutual friends. What do y'all think? Do you think he
Mm,
can get his girl back? Do you think he can
Is
get her
the
back?
person that Princess Love with more famous than Ray J?
Not famous, but he's definitely does well and treats her really, really good from what I hear now.
Okay.
Sometimes that's the thing that makes, and I hate to say this, and maybe it's like this with women, but I know for sure it's like this with men. When you think that thing that you had access to and you thought that it was a sure thing and it was in your pocket, when it moves on and somebody else is appreciating it, oh, so many guys will dive into their feelings and then start working hard to try to get that thing back. And that could be what he's going through.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
feel like we as men have more of a difficulty time sharing women than women have time sharing men. And especially like, what I'm saying, when you had like full range to all the cabinets and all the access, and now like there's somebody putting their cup in your cupboard, you don't like it. You know what I'm saying? And I think he's being honest and transparent though. Like he literally said exactly what he wanted. It is up to Sheila to decide if she's willing to share that man.
That is one thing like that, as much flack as Rach, I guess, that's what makes him likable is that he does wear his heart on his sleeve. You all know how he feels about something. And, I think Ray J is hilarious, but I think maybe that ship has sailed unless they've had some conversations I don't know about, which is highly possible because I don't know everything, but they've been through so much. Like he threw Princess in the pool. They have arguments all through Love and Hip Hop. They got together, divorced. They were about to be divorced. Well, how many times? Like 4 or 5 times?
Yeah.
And
And that
just
speaks
because,
volumes, Claudia, because like for
yes.
people to like fight for a relationship when it's just so much easier to be like, I said what I said the first time
Yeah.
when we get divorced, the end. But the fact that they tried to work through it
Mm-hmm.
and here we are. But you know,
It's
it shows he loves
tricky.
her.
It's
I feel
tricky. I don't know that once you start threatening a relationship, I don't know that once a real, genuine threat on the relationship has been made, once that D word, divorce, really gets dropped, if the relationship can ever come back 100%, or you're just prolonging the eventual end of it.
Yeah, Karen. And also, just like 2 days ago, or was it yesterday, Ray J was on live with the girl Sheila, and she was sniffing her fingers after she touched the smegma between his legs, and he
What?
had showered. Yes, this was just like yesterday. Listen, princess, do not go back right now. That is a bacterial infection waiting to happen. Like you cannot. That's a contamination right there. He said he didn't take showers for a few days ever since she was mad at him, and there was some other girl. So it was like a coochie smell. I think. Yes. No. You need a detox.
Wait, Ray J took a vow of not showering?
No, he didn't take a vow. He just didn't.
They just stuck that out.
And they were on live, and they were like, kind of like, it was like he told her to smell her. She put her hands between his legs and smelled it, and they were. It was like a reaction like that. And then today, you want Princess back? You gotta wait, friend. You got to wait in between. Give it a week.
Some days I think I understand the world, and then other days I know that I don't. Also, didn't he say in that clip up there that the outside is dirty? Sir, you're dirty. Take the shower.
I'm gonna say
Please and thank you.
Please and thank you. Okay, moving
Don't
on.
be walking around.
All right,
smelling like
I'm
fish
excited
food.
about this story. Dallas Maverick star Klay Thompson. Klay is in a little bit of a shooting slump right now. Fans are blaming Meg Thee Stallion, his girlfriend. So evidently in the last 8 games, Klay's only averaged 8.5 points, and he's only shooting 34.2% from the floor and just right about 30% from the 3. The fans are saying that Klay's out here thinking about that wrong basket, and that the Stallion drained the shooting juice out of Klay. No more threes for now. And another fan took up for Meg. God, they look great together. What a cute couple. Another fan took up for Meg, saying, man is on the wrong side of 30. He's played 1 million minutes, tore his Achilles and ACL, and is now playing with no point guard, and it's Meg's fault? Yo, no lies there. But why do women get blamed when a successful athlete goes in a little bit of a slump? What's up with that?
Because we get blamed for everything.
Oh.
But we don't get blamed when they win the championship. We don't get blamed when they get multiple rings. We don't get blamed for all those threes that him and Stephon Curry making, the Splash Brothers. No woman got credit for that. It was always when that woman speaks up too much, says something. Steph's wife is messing him up. And now it's Meg's fault for a temporary slump that we all know he will be out of. This happens to the best athletes. To blame Meg is crazy. Now, I know they're probably having some crazy wild sex. You can tell because their chemistry is off chain. I love that for her and for him. But don't blame Meg for this. Leave Meg alone. Let her be happy.
Sports fans always are gonna blame the new woman in the situation. They was giving it to Travis Kelce when Taylor Swift started showing up, and then they messed around and won a Super Bowl that year, and everything was okay. And
she got no credit for that, right?
No credit whatsoever, none whatsoever. But if Meg was the reason, I understand. Because, like, man, listen, if I was Klay, I'd be dehydrated at all times.
Right.
My face would be a lot slimmer.
Yeah. My core muscle sore.
Yeah.
Lower back, very muscular.
My face, any sleep.
My face would smell like Ray J's lap.
Oh. I'm gonna get us out of this right now.
Wow.
Michelle Obama has a new book called The Look. Michelle Obama, we're gonna cleanse our palates on this next story. Michelle Obama has a new book called The Look, and she explained why she didn't wear her natural hair or in braids initially during her time in the White House. Check this out.
In the book, I kept my hair straight throughout the White House years so it would not be a distraction or a talking point. I knew there was absolutely no way that the first Black First Lady could show up in braids.
Wanted to make sure that my work spoke before my clothes or my, the way I showed up in the world. I think it was important that at some point as a public figure, I wore my hair
Yes.
natural and in braids, because I do believe strongly that all women, we should have the choice about how we wear our hair, what we look like. And it should not be subject to commentary,
Yes.
particularly by men who know nothing about what
Yes.
goes on. And how Black women in particular wear their hair is their business.
Yes.
It is not a statement of some kind of lack of professionalism. There's just a lot of education that needed to happen, and I didn't really have the time to be the lead on that education during the 8 years.
All right. Well, Claudia, what do you think about Michelle's take? I mean, have you ever experienced the same issues at time with your hair?
Listen, this is something that we had to have legislation passed in some states, the Crown Act, because employers were discriminating against Black women about their hair, not letting them wear their natural hair and dictating what they deemed as professional. And I think it's ridiculous. We have all different kind of cultures and ethnicities and races, and some styles are better for us and less damaging. The fact that she had to straighten her hair to please these white people that would throw a hissy fit if she wore her hair natural is crazy, but that's what happens. It does. And look at all the anchors. You hardly see natural styles. It's not until recently, in all the years we've had this, as meaning like news anchors, a lot of them couldn't do that. And look at even kids. Sometimes I've seen like kids in certain high schools, they sit there and cut the kids' dreads off, and I think it's terrible to do that. Terrible. What do y'all think about this?
I think it's messed up. And if I was Michelle Obama, like, especially like probably like that last 6 weeks that, Barack was in office, I would have hit him with Bronner Brothers hair show energy every week. Like, like the most exotic things that you would have seen at the Bronner Brothers hair show, all of that, for
She should have
all
had
the
the
years
baby
I was
hair with
president.
the swoops and all that. That would have been hilarious.
Hell yeah. Like lean all the way in, because at the end of the day, like, yo, listen, hair is beautiful in all different ways and styles. And I know certain things get patched on to certain people, like, oh, this is for them. But like, yo, we got to celebrate everybody's dopeness follicularly, if that's a word. Everybody's
follicularly. Let's go.
Everyone's follicular dopeness should be celebrated, no matter like what position.
Got it. I like that.
Follicles. It's one of those things where it's like, just earlier this week, the video went viral of Barack Obama welcoming the vets on Veterans Day. Happened to be in D.C. as these people were getting off the plane. He's not president. He doesn't have to do that. And he just did it. And he didn't really make it about him. There happened to be cameras that caught it. And so then and then let us never forget, they got onto him for a tan suit. What would they have said about Michelle Obama with braids?
And Barack with 34 felonies. Can you imagine?
Right.
Can you
Wasn't the current president's wife a Playboy centerfold?
Not even Playboy.
I don't even know if she made the centerfold.
No, it was like some photographer. It was like some skanky pictures. Like,
let's start the rumor right here.
Hustler magazine.
Start the rumor right here. It was Hustler.
It was. I think she couldn't even get in Hustler. It was some girl on girl pictures.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. It makes me wonder about all the discussions they had to have leading up to the White House and while in the White House, and how private a lot of those discussions remained between them as they were. This is the top to a seasoner thing. I don't know why I still hold it. As to why they moved in certain ways, and for her to let this out now is just like, that's wild.
We can see Melania's labia, but we cannot see Michelle in braids.
That's what the L in FLOTUS stands for.
We're going to break, but when we come back, Kim K failed again, but our ghost to blame. We'll talk about that in 2 minutes. Not the
I like that.
welcome back to Side Dish, man. Everybody's favorite Kardashian and certified hustler, Kim Kardashian, is calling foul on fortune tellers after failing to pass the bar exam again. Now, she's taking her frustration not to court, but to psychics rather. Now, take a listen to her venting, and then let's tap in with a psychic expert to see if Kim's psychic team predictions were wrong or just not right now. Check it out.
And you guys know that all of the psychics that we have met with and that we're obsessed with are all full of shit. They all collectively, maybe 4 of them, have told me I was going to pass the bar. So they're all full pathological liars. Don't believe anything they say.
First of all, any psychic reading should be about 90% accurate, meaning that there are some times when psychics and mediums do readings and things go the opposite direction, but it shouldn't be that wrong. Now, what I'll tell you is this, is that when you're doing a psychic reading, the spirit world has a very different time frame than we do here on Earth. So that being said, listen, I don't know what happened in the reading. I was not one of those psychics or mediums, but what I can tell you is that when you consult with a psychic or a medium, the spirit world doesn't come in and say, okay, listen, you're going to pass this exam on this day, this time, at this hour. But what does happen is that the spirits can see what is going to come in the future with you. So it could be that the psychics weren't actually wrong. It could be that she is going to pass this exam in the future, and this just was not the time.
Yeah.
Well, maybe
Like-
the bar that she passed is the Viper Room.
Yes, yeah, on Sunset. Could have been the Viper Room.
I think it's gonna be like, maybe it's like gonna be like on her 10th time. Maybe it's not her time yet. And yeah, the bar is really hard to pass. How many times has she taken it? Like 3?
I think 7. I feel like I read 7 somewhere. Don't hold me to that, but I think yeah, 7.
I think it's one of those things. Hold on, let me Google real quick, because I think you can only take it so many times, and then
4
they
times?
put time between how, like, you can't just go retake it tomorrow.
So
What
if you
about-
don't pass it, can you be a public defender if you don't pass the bar exam?
Probably. Probably.
So you
Oh.
still have to pass the bar. The thing that's so interesting, the thing that people need to keep in mind about the way the Kim is pursuing this route of becoming a lawyer is California is one of the few states that you don't have to go to law school to become a lawyer. And the way that they circumvent that in the state of California is you going to work in a law office. And so if you're working in a law office under a lawyer, you can qualify so many hours and then independently study at the same time. And then once you hit your qualifying number of hours, you can take the bar. And my gut tells me that Kim found a little workaround through a lawyer she knew. And that's how she has gotten herself to the position to be able to take the bar in the first place without studying for the LSAT. Yeah.
So now, when I was a model on Deal or No Deal, there was a model I stood next to named Stacy Gardner. Absolutely beautiful. She ended up marrying a tennis player, but she took the bar right before she auditioned for Deal or No Deal and passed it the first time she took it.
Oh, where is she doing law actively currently?
I think she is. And she was like the first time she took it. So I was like, wow. So hearing that Kim has done it 4 times, I'm like, wow. Like, I know it's really hard, but shout out to the people that do. And Kim, just keep trying.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, if
first
you're
you
gonna tap into otherworldly energy to find out if you're gonna pass the bar exam, why don't she like seance her dad and ask her dad to help?
Well, the other thing about this is like, I don't know if I want to hire the lawyer who consults the psychics. You know what I'm saying? I need a lawyer who consults the books, the precedents, and the files.
Just practicing spirit law.
Spirit law. Do you think it helps to keep letting everybody know how many times she's like not passed it? Like, maybe keep that to herself. I know she has to put everything on the reality show, but do you want the lawyer that passed it on their 8th time?
Yo,
At a
well,
discount.
Yeah, right. At this point, it's very public knowledge. Like, what's her law firm slogan to be? Kim Kardashian, attorney at law. 8th time's the charm, or whatever. Like, what is she doing?
That's
Okay,
scary.
good luck, Kim. You got this.
Good luck.
Okay. When it comes to motherhood, Coco Austin isn't playing by the Mama Rulebook. She's rewriting it. Now, the wife of rapper Ice-T recently reshared her experience with breastfeeding her daughter until she was 6 and the response she received when the news dropped. Check this out.
able to eat, by a year, full like solids. It was more of a bonding experience, and the more of like, okay, I'll give you the milk, but it was more like she wanted to be around me. So I was like, I'm going to let her stop when she wants to stop. She's not going to be 16 on my boob.
Right.
Like, she's going to eventually figure out, okay, this is kind of strange or weird and stop. And that happened around 6. It was still an extremely long amount of time apparently, but in Europe, they're doing till 7. Like, it's nothing to them. We Americans think that's weird, but I had everybody come out of the woodwork when it comes to breastfeeding ladies. They were like so on my side, and I was like, oh, this is so nice.
I would feel it'd be weird once they can talk to you and look at you with while they look up. But okay. She also spoke to the bittersweetness of it. She's still obsessed with boobs, and as in she's always lying on me. I'm loving every moment I can with Chanel before the teenage room sets in. Why is it so triggering to people when a woman breastfeeds their kids longer than most? I think once the kid can talk, like the kid's looking at you and can ask, like, what's the conversation like? You know what I'm saying? Like as the baby's latching, like, so mom, can I get the plate and making eye contact with you? Is it like a cat, a kitten? How kittens do that? I don't know. That's weird when the kid can talk to me. But again, who am I? I never had kids, but I would feel a 6-year-old that could talk and talk about their day would be interesting.
The eye contact makes it weird. It really does. Especially when you.
I don't know. I mean, HK, I know you've got the kids. I've got a whole grip of nieces and nephews. And one thing that kids between the ages of 3 and 5 are not afraid to do is tell you how much they do not like a meal. And so I can't imagine that kid being like, "Mom, what have you been eating? Like, what is this?" Like,
Yeah, I don't remember my kids breastfeeding for like a super extended amount of time, but I'm not one of those people who are triggered when people breastfeed their kids. Because here's the thing: would you trust a human with their milk, or you trust milk from an alleged cow or a shelf? You know what I mean?
Want milk from any? I don't want to give milk to something that could talk to me.
I understand that.
The oldest woman according to oldest.org, a woman by the name of Sharon Spink breastfed her daughter until she was 10. Your daughter's a tween. Your daughter is asking for Taylor Swift concert tickets while also on the teats.
But I also have additional questions in that scenario. What was the economic situation like in that home? How much money were they saving by, getting milk from the udders of mom?
Not
You know what I mean?
Udder Headkrack.
I'm just saying, like, if it's producing milk, I'm trying to keep it PG for TV, even though sometimes it matters, sometimes it don't. But I just never been one to judge what other people do because apparently it works for them.
Oh yeah,
and it looks odd. And if I see somebody breastfeeding on a train, I'm gonna look, and then I'm gonna look away, then I'm gonna look again, and I'm gonna look away, then I'm gonna look again, and I'm gonna look away, and I'm gonna look again. It just depends on the person.
The baby, the child.
Yeah, every photo of that kid, every photo of their daughter looked like she was having fun, and she's a perfectly normal, smiling, happy little kid. And listen, Coco and Ice-T, super famous, and so if it works for them, it works for me.
Yeah.
Is it typical? No. But also, like, I also get it. Women are obsessed with their kids, and that's normal.
Yeah.
That's normal.
Reason number 5,702 why I, Claudia Jordan, did not have kids. You will not be sucking on my teeth till 6, 7, 8, 9 years old. When we got stuff to do, we got errands to do. I think now you got teeth. You got almost adult teeth.
Got these adult teeth. All right, moving on.
I was done and put it away for you.
Yeah. Mom's driving.
I tip my hat to her though.
Okay, Jesus. Wow, I'd never even considered these things. Okay, you ever walk into a room and you notice how some people seem to have a little magnetism? They got a little magnetic pull. This clip here breaks down the power of having a fine partner on your arm. The idea is pretty simple. It's just like when you're with someone who's attractive and they turn heads, people want to meet you. It's a simple psychology of attraction meeting social strategy. It's wildly effective. Here's the video.
So in Beyonce's song Upgrade You, she has a line where she says, take me just to compliment the deal. I understand what she means by that. I remember a while ago, Kevin Samuels had said that he would take escorts to like company events and like networking events and stuff like that. Now, I've never done that, but I understand why he would do that, because there's something about having a woman on your arm, a bad one, a wife, right, that brings other people to you, if that makes sense. And it's easy to put to the test. You can either do one of two things. One, either be the littest person at the function, where you always doing the karaoke, or you always dancing. People will gravitate towards you. Or two, have a bad partner with you. People naturally want to come up and meet you because they want to meet her. It's the most insane thing, especially like old men. You know what I'm saying? Like just, oh, hey, how you doing? Like, you ain't never said nothing to me, but now I got this baddie with me. Here you are trying to figure out who I am because you want to know how I pulled this.
It's 100% true. It's 1,000% accurate. Just in my own life, I've dated a decent amount. I've had a decent number of relationships, and I've been in exactly two relationships with women who were so attractive that when they would enter a room and I walked behind them, I watched heads turn to watch them as they walked by, and then turn to see who was with her. And people would come up to me out of the woodworks and initiate conversation. And then it would always be, how did you guys meet? How did you meet her? And this is what it is right there.
Absolutely, yeah. What do you think, Headkrack?
Well, I got hung up on the part where you said Kevin Samuels would bring escorts to places, and I was wondering like how he was using escorts. Was he using escorts to help seal the deal? Like, yo, that's the guy right there. You show him a good time. Because didn't Kevin Samuels die at the hands of an escort? Like, I think, like allegedly, like he had a heart attack.
Red Bull involved, allegedly.
Red Bull with a rhino pill that was rolled in honey from a honey pack. Like, sometimes you got to be careful out there, man. R.I.P. to Kevin Samuels.
Of course, having someone good looking, yeah, of course. Like, we all look at the crew. I love hanging with beautiful women in my friend circle. Like, there are no weak links in my friend group, and it's such a powerful thing. It tells you that everyone in that group is already also very secure as well, right? Because sometimes some girls will surround themselves with girls they think are less attractive, but the fact that all the women look good, that means they all know they can stand on their own, and it does get a lot of attention. Does it lead to marriage? No. But it does get attention.
Hey,
but does that work on the flip side though? Like, say, like if a woman is with a attractive, higher shelf guy, do women get the same treatment in a deal environment or a situation like that? Like, do you get those same questions as a guy would get?
I think a lot of times if you see a good-looking guy, like with a wealthy woman or older woman, we think that he's paid for, like he's the escort, or he's just like the arm candy. But of course, I think it's human nature to look at someone attractive or an attractive couple. Yeah, I would say so.
For the people in the chat, how do you get in that league?
What? It's a rare thing. It's a weird thing when people get really attractive.
Yeah. Fun times, LA, the early 2000s. That's it was a lot of good-looking people there. Something changed though. They migrated. They left. I don't know what happened, but yeah. All right, well, we're going to think about this and ponder on where the good-looking people are. We're going to take a quick 2-minute break, and we'll be back after this.
Stop gatekeeping. Tell us.
Welcome back. It's Friday, so it's time for Photo Shoot Friday. Now that's where we rate and debate the hottest celebrity photo shoots of the week. All right, first up, undisputed heavyweight boxing champ and allegedly Papooses' fiance, Clarissa Shields, and her Rolling Out magazine cover shoot has us on the road.
Oh, wow.
Ooh-wee.
Well, she looks different there.
A real knockout.
Yeah. Hey.
Wow.
Okay, Clarissa.
Oh.
They did
Yeah,
her
okay.
right. They did a good
She
job with
looks
her.
great.
Yeah.
It's interesting because with Clarissa in particular, and I've got her hat on. We were supposed to have her on side dish one time, and it wasn't able to quite work out. But her team dropped off some swag, and I wear it all the time, so I want to shout her out.
Nice.
It's tricky with her because as a fighter, you don't often present the most feminine version of yourself, and so to
Yes.
see her in this kind of garb right here, that's what she normally looks like. But to see her in like a beautiful dress with her hair done, she looks amazing. She looks
good.
Yeah. All right, next up's funny man Seth Rogen. He's cleaned up real nice for GQ Magazine's Men of the Year. Guy's lost some weight, keeping it off.
Wow, and he got
Yeah.
two
I
perfect.
like that jacket.
Yeah, I like that Gucci bag too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he lost a lot of weight. Oh wow, look at him on the left.
Yeah, looking slick, almost like a 70s Travolta there with the tight pants and leather jacket.
That's a cool picture actually with the bartender in the back. That's
like
a cool
it.
shot.
It's dope when people could like, have different eras and phases of like, how we're used to seeing them. You know what I mean? Like in this era, like, man, he could be in a movie with George Clooney, if he continues to dress like that.
Yeah,
Sure.
that's cool.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Seth, man. Let's talk about Jodie Turner-Smith. She continues to turn heads in the world of fashion. Here she is slaying the Women of the Year issue for Harper's Bazaar.
Ooh.
Oh, that's pretty. Ooh, her
Okay.
skin looks good.
Mm-hmm.
That skin looks amazing. Okay.
She said, you talking to me?
Oh, look
Yeah.
at that. Oh, those are nice. Those are
Harper's
fat.
Bazaar is always doing something ill.
I love a good high contrast black and white photo.
Mm-hmm. Wow, she looks good. Look at her body.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Jody.
Queen from Queen and
She
Slim.
looks good. She looks good. All right. Next up is the official White Boy of the Year, Timothy Chalamet, dripping in swag on the cover of Vogue's December issue.
Okay.
Yeah, I like the coat, but those are better.
These are a little more traditional cool guy photos. Motorcycle out in the desert.
Yeah. Ran out of gas.
Ran out of gas. Yeeted
Yeah.
up into the clouds.
Like if you told me he was a Jonas brother, I'd be like, okay.
Oh, for sure.
he look like he's supposed to be with them.
He does, yeah. He does look like one of the Joe Bros. All right. Last but not least, Love Island star Olandria Carthens is given Big Mama Barbie, not the little one. Serving Runway Couture meets reality TV. Oh, hello.
Oh, wow.
With her new digital feature on Harper's Bazaar Vietnam.
She's getting so much media attention from one season, but from this reality show, like she is blowing up. Like they are really showing her love. She's getting all the photo shoots, the looks, the fashion. She's getting a lot of love. People's Choice Awards. Like she's getting a lot of awards. Good for her.
Did she come into the game as a model who happened to just be on the show, or the show got her modeling?
I think she's a model, and then she got on that. And then she got on Love Island. But this definitely took her to the next level because I never heard of her before Love Island. Now she's everywhere. She was honored at the Ebony dinner. Like she's everywhere, everywhere.
Wow.
People's
Dope.
favorite. Mm-hmm.
All right, well, who y'all think took it this week? There's a lot of like diverse options here.
It really is. Oh, I'm torn between two of them.
Who you torn between?
Jodie Turner-Smith and Clarissa Shields, because Clarissa, like I'm always seeing her online, kind of like fussing with people, not fussing with people, but defending herself.
Yeah.
Hair not really done, but I loved it. I love this look for her. I think she looks. I'm gonna go ahead and give it to her. I think she looks awesome, feminine, beautiful, but still strong. I think they did that with the photo shoot. She looks really good. Congrats, Clarissa Shields. You look great.
Who you running with, Tanner?
Yeah, man. So that was the thing is like I was also going to give it to Clarissa, and the reason is specifically is because we don't get to see this side of her all that often. Like it's rare that you get inside of a boxing ring and bring glamour to it. You know what I'm saying? And so like shout out to her. Like this is a great look. And she continues to dominate. The other shoots are amazing. Jodie Turner-Smith's shoot was amazing. Alandria is stunning. Timothy Chalamet, but Seth Rogen is killing it too.
Yeah, I'm gonna run it up to Seth Rogen. I want that jacket, like all of them actually. Like I'm gonna like Google photo it and figure out where I can buy like just a different color, so I'm not 100% biting. But yeah, that one right there, like that's the season
That's
right
slick.
there.
And the bags too. Like it's all the colors of fall leaves.
Well, one of those is a guitar case. The white one is a guitar case. Like he's got a lot going on here.
There's probably like 4 just really large joints in that guitar case.
All right. Hey, keeping that Friday energy going, we got some flip picks for you. First up is the American Heist movie, Now You See Me, Now You Don't. This is the 3rd installment of the tricky theft magicians from the Now You See Me franchise. Here's the trailer.
It's been 10 years since the Horseman last appeared. It is very good to be back. Still got it. We have 3 days to prepare a trick bigger and better than anything you have ever seen. It's a 10 million to 1 shot.
Those are my kind of odds. Bring down 2 generations of criminals with a single sleight of hand.
I mean, I have kind of missed running for my life and jumping off roofs with you guys.
It's good to have you back.
I'm really looking forward to taking you down.
Diamonds are forever.
Up is down. Left is right.
Whoa. It's nothing. He's basically a computer full of useless information. Magicians are entertainers, not superheroes.
Why can't we be both? And slip. Not everyone's susceptible.
Okay. All right. Well, next up, we got the comedy drama Christmas in Karma. It's a Bollywood musical inspired adaptation of Charles Dickens' classic A Christmas Carol, starring The Big Bang Theory's Kunal Nair, Billy Porter, Eva Longoria, and more.
Kids should be arrested for making such a terrible noise. What did I call you then? Scrooge?
This Christmas,
Free spirits will come to you.
experience the Dickens classic as you've never seen it before.
Party pooper.
Starring Kunal Nair, Billy Porter, Boy George, Eva Longoria, Danny Dyer, and Hugh Bonneville.
Change yourself for the better.
From the director of Bend It Like Beckham, it's festive feel-good fun for all the family. Christmas Karma in cinemas November 14.
Hey.
Yo, Bollywood movies be so ill, like
Right?
especially like with the level of production that they put into the dance numbers when they really pop it out. And I think
Yeah.
this might help it come a little bit more mainstream on this side because, like, you know, we recognize more of the names. And then it's always good to see Morgan Freeman.
Yeah. He has looked the same for 80 years.
Morgan Freeman.
I remember when he was on the Electric Company, like reading to kids. He was Easy Reader on Electric Company, and he was like 78 then.
And that was
yeah.
that was 45 years ago.
Yeah.
And
Dude's a
he's
twin.
132. He either aged well or didn't. I don't know. Like he always looked like that.
It's one of those things like when you look at photos of like TV shows from the 80s and the Golden Girls, you were like, wait, the Golden Girls were 44 years old? Like say Morgan Freeman. He ain't changed.
Life was hard back then. But dang.
Yo, a lot of oppression, you know, like I'm saying, you had to walk a little further to get to the fountain. You know what I'm saying? Like there was a lot that our people were dealing with during that time, but also there was like white people who look older too, you know. So it's a lot. It's a lot.
A lot of
All
cigarettes.
right, well, off to break we go. But when we come back, all right, you heard about snakes on a plane, but what about babies on a plane? We got the question of the day coming up next.
Ugh, I'll take a snake.
it's time for the question of the day, and here we go, man. Setting the scene. Imagine you're on a plane, you're settled in your seat, you're ready to enjoy a quiet flight, and then the toddler next to you decides it's time for a full-blown temper tantrum. They're going nuclear. They're screaming, kicking, doing all the things, and you feel it every time their little legs flail. Now, I can show you better than I can tell you. Please roll that beautiful beam footage. Yo, even with noise canceling headphones, you would have not been able to suppress those screams. If I was that man, I'd have Googled the pressure point and try to figure out how to make
That
kids-
wasn't his baby. Like that was a stranger because I'm like, he's too relaxed. I would have been, ma'am, get your little baby heathen off me. Like, why is your child touching me and kicking me? Like, it's your job to control that little baby. That's your +1. Get your little baby off of me. Yeah, you know.
I picked up similar vibes. There's a part of me that wondered if that was indeed his kid, because he had the arm close out with the camera, getting them kicks. And so if it was his kid, it's also funny, but also it not being his kid. We've all been in scenarios where it wasn't too far off from that. Sometimes it's when they hit the seat back, your seat back with the legs, because they're upset about something. And it's not a shiatsu massage. It's keeping me awake.
Yeah, I've never been in a situation where the person's been right next to me, but like, you know, if I was that man, if that kid was kicking me, I would have took that as a formal challenge. Like, oh, you want the Hill Valley Karate Championship belt? Let's go for it right here. But there has been time where like there was like a lap child on someone's lap in the seat behind me, and they kept kicking my seat. And like you'll always run through in your mind all the things you want to do and you want to say, because like as a person who's brought kids on a plane, well-behaved ones, I may add, you know, like it's traveling with kids is difficult. So what I did is I slowly reclined my seat to that kid couldn't move anymore, to where like it kind of nestled them in and they didn't really have the room to push it anymore. Because if you're not going to stop your child, you see your kid doing a thing. And like, I don't want nobody with access to the back of my head for an entire flight either. So you got to kind of pick your battles. And that was just the best way I could handle it in that situation without turning around and then making a bigger thing out of it. It's hard, man. But like, I feel like they should make overhead bins for children.
Yeah. Or
I mean, they do if the kid's small enough.
when you travel with your pets, they have like a under cargo area where you can put them in a little cage, or maybe a little Benadryl, ladies and gentlemen, little baby Benadryl. Just here you go, baby. A little whiskey on the little.
A little whiskey. That's for Uncle Tanner. My mom used to have this move. I haven't seen her. I haven't been on a flight with my mom in a long time, but she used to have this move where before she would get on a flight, she would have, you know, around Halloween, they sell those mixed bags of candy. That's like all kinds of different candy. And mom would wait. She was strategic about this, where if a kid was crying or throwing a fit, mom would wait until she knew the parent was starting to get a little desperate. Because some kids will get quiet and they'll be fine. But once the parent starts to get stressed, then mom would lean out in the aisle and kind of get up to her and be like, I've got like an extra sucker or something that would hit for the kid. And then they'd be like, oh yeah. And so she would let them pick a piece out of the candy bag and give that to the kid. And then zip, the kid was quiet for the rest of the flight.
Yep, and you take candy from me, it's gonna have some Benadryl on it. I'm letting you know right now.
Well, now I know somebody slipped the kid a whole gummy.
They're asking for it. They're asking for it. I'm sorry. Listen, they're gonna do gummies anyways. You might as well just introduce them earlier.
Yeah, the stranger on the plane. Like, I mean, like as a parent, y'all just have to do like, you know what kids you can and can't take places. Some of y'all kids are driving cross country kids and don't need to be on planes with other civilized humans. You need to be buckled into a car seat and driven slowly across all 50 states continentally, and not harass people on the plane, because some people use the plane as the resting area to get from point A to point B, or like, oh, finally I can lock in and catch up on all these episodes of Invincible, like, and you ruin it, child. You're ruining it.
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
I'm gonna keep my other thoughts to myself because they're a little too wicked, and we
just leave me out here.
All right, dang.
It's
All
too
right, we
far.
got to take a quick 2-minute break. When we come back, we got everybody's favorite game. You already know what it is. We'll see you too.
All right, Side Dish Friday, fam. It's time for everybody's favorite game. Whose cousin is it? The Side Dish detectives need a win today. We really do.
Yes.
A 38-year-old Michigan man thought he was starting Grand Theft Auto Gas Station Edition because he strolled smooth into a Shell gas station in Troy at 2:40 a.m. with an AK-47 style rifle like, give me the loot.
All right, after snatching the cash from the cashier, he took off on foot, which is crazy because if you're going to pull off an armed robbery with a big boy gun, you should at least have a getaway car to match that gangster.
His feet failed him because the cops caught him real quick. Shout out to the Troy police, the ATF, and probably his hairline because that thing was on the run too.
Now he's facing felony charges, looking at hella time in a slammer. All right, y'all. Whose cousin is this?
I think this is my cousin. And because I think it takes a little, it's not just the city of Troy, it's the caucasity to think that you could rob a gas station and get away on foot. I think that's the short-sightedness of my drug-addicted cousin specifically.
Yeah, like usually our cousins, Claudia, like if we have an AK-47, we have a Scarface level ending. We don't get to negotiate or anything. We're just out of there. We don't have that Dylan Roof level of plot armor.
Yeah. And I just feel like the writing style of this particular piece, our producers were working overtime to make it sound very Blackish and to throw us off hella time. Give me the loot, Biggie Small. You know what I mean? I don't know. I just feel like they try to overkill with the black, vernacular here. Or it could be exactly how it's, I don't know.
Your Honor, the details of this crime are being given in a very black way. I'm not sure.
It's definitely like it was put through a black translator and it just spit this out. And I feel like, big boy gun, gangster.
38-year-old Michigan man. Michigan, we got all kinds of cousins in Michigan.
Ew.
He was fixing to get away, but he changed.
Yeah. I tell you what, this good old boy was almost out of there.
He stopped for some grits. You know what I mean? I don't know.
No heavy emphasis on just all of the leniency that was given in this scenario. And like I don't think we would have made it out alive if the ATF stopped us and we had that kind of gun. So Tanner's cousin. Are we all in agreement?
Yeah, and AK-47 is like the white boy's rite of passage. It's like going to prom. You guys get an AK-47.
I got one in the mail for free for signing up for Publishers Clearinghouse.
What if we wrong? Are we wrong? Are we
Let's
wrong?
get down to the bottom of it. 3, 2, 1. Move that van.
Oh! They did say the hairline.
Why is that hairline? That hairline makes his face look like the top of a helmet.
They probably let him make it because they's like, you've been through enough.
He looks like a broke down Wayne Brady kind of, you know?
He did have that line at one point in time.
Wow. He had
So wow, okay. They threw us off once. We're terrible at this. Or the producers are fantastic at this because they did throw in the hairline thing, and I was like, But
I was also thinking of like the guy was gonna have like that like not Mr. Furley, but like I just thought he was gonna have like the Spacely Sprocket kind
Mr.
of
Burns?
hairline.
Classic
Yeah,
old
one
guy.
of those. Yeah, like Friar Tuck. But damn, got us good.
I keep hoping that the Who's Cousin segment's going to go viral and we're going to get called out to help solve some crimes. But with this rate, we're not getting close.
It's showing me that we're getting a lot of equality in certain crimes that are not usually our cousins' crimes. Like we're catching up.
Well, shout out to the diversified crime unit out there, and we'll see you on the next lap.
Yeah,
Have a
enjoy
good
that
weekend.
second half of your 48-hour Friday. Have fun this weekend, guys.
Bye. Welcome to Side Dish, where we are more than an appetizer when it comes to pop culture and fun. We are the whole meal. I'm Claudia Jordan, my guys, Headkrack and Thomason with me. Hello, fellas. Y'all are eating tonight. The looks. You're eating the looks tonight.
Just dressing for the weather that we heard we had.
We're all in 3 different atmospheres. Like you're like East Coast.